Joined by wide receiver DaeSean Hamilton leading up to the Buffalo game. DaeSean, Beaver Stadium, obviously a very, very special place to play football. As a player, you've been through it before a couple of years, but what's so unique about this place and this place to play football?
Just obviously the fans, 107,000 fans coming in week week out, almost sold out every single game, and the atmosphere obviously on game day is like no other anywhere else. So everybody knows the special place about Beaver Stadium. We all know how special it is to play here, and we love our fans so pleasant.
Favorite part about game day?
Favorite part is the warm-ups, and when PJ's up there and he's playing good music, everybody gets into a good mood. We start dancing, we get into the game, and feel real hype about it and things like that, so that's probably my favorite part.
When Coach Franklin was just talking about, he said, the big thing that he wanted to emphasize is just communication. Guys, everybody being on the same page. How do you go about doing that during the week?
We just go, Coach puts in music, like crowd music and things like that, or just a lot of loud noise, whether we're in a Luba Hall or out in the field. And so then communication at that point is a big part of, especially for the offense and for Hack to give us the signals and things like that. So we do things like that, and we always go into the meeting rooms and we discuss the different signals for week in, week out, who would be our signal callers on the sidelines, who we should get our eyes on, and just so everybody's on the same page and no one gets confused.
What are a couple things the wide receivers are working on this week?
This week we're just working on basically just making the plays when they're there. Obviously last week we didn't have many opportunities for the plays, so then when the plays do come, obviously we got to make the most of them, and basically going to this week, just keeping the same focus we had in training camp, and just brushing last week off and get ready for Buffalo.
Route running is such a big part of your job. Obviously there are many components into it, but being a good route runner, what goes into that? Give me a couple of examples of little things that you have to do well.
You pay attention to the details. When we go through practice with Coach Gaddis and things like that, we go through the depths and we make sure we get into the right depth, right split. Before pre-snap, we got into the right alignment and things like that. You got to know your assignment. And when the ball is snapped, you just got to make sure you read the coverage correctly, because there can be adjustments determining what the safeties and the cornerbacks are doing like that. So we just make sure we just go through, we just nailing a hammer in the head week in and week out, every single day of practice. Make sure there's no missed assignments or anything like that, because if one person messes up their job, it can mess up the whole play.
DaeSean, we appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.